for the toilet, I'm just going to use a bucket and be able to take it out of there. I find that I don't need a toilet very often. It's very unusual that I need it. When it now.
Okay. Let's talk number 1 and number 2. I think people are curious, and there's lots of videos out there about how to do it in the van, in a vehicle, etc., etc. And it's kind of funny. I was just watching this video or listening to it, I guess, and this guy talks about toilet. I'm having that kind of inkling, that feeling in my belly to go here soon. It's like coming up. And I'm going to pop into the store, not the store, but the restaurant behind me and take care of my business here pretty soon. But I know that sometimes people are curious with each different vehicle, van lifer channel that they watch, how things are happening. Maybe you've considered traveling on the road. Maybe you've gotten stuck in rush hour traffic or some weather. And you kind of wonder, like, oh my gosh, my stomach's rumbling, or oh my gosh, I have to pee really bad. What am I going to do right now? So let me just show you a little bit about how things are done in the van without getting disgusting. I'm not going to be giving examples, but through my verbal communication, you guys will get the point. Okay, let's get started. All right. So, what is this? This is like a collagen peptide protein canister. Notice it's black with a green lid. Well, I used this product and it has been wonderful. By the way, if you see that, that's like vinegar. I spray this out with vinegar. This little canister is like a 16-ounce dry powder canister. Perfect size for what I call the number 1. And see how nice and big that round area is? Now, I am not a good shooter. I am not good at aiming. And so I have to have a little bit more space to go. Okay? This is the size I need. I'm not really sure that, I've used other things and they haven't worked that well. I've ended up, yes, getting myself wet, my pants, all that kind of, other places besides what I want to do, which is get it right into the canister. So, yeah, I needed something bigger. 16-ounce. Let me explain to you. Let me kind of give you an idea here. Size of my head. Okay. That's how big it is. All right. So, yeah, I can probably, I empty this, a couple of times throughout the day. Now it's not completely full each time, but it could be half full to 3/4 full during the day. And then I'll go water the grass or water a tree or a bush. And then what I'll do is I'll spray it with my vinegar. Spray it about 10 squirts with vinegar. 10-15 squirts with vinegar. Vinegar is an excellent cleaning tool. to have. I mean, before all of these cleaning products and all this marketing out there of cleaning products, I'm sure it's a billion-dollar industry. But vinegar is fantastic. It's fantastic. People used to use it all the time for a cleaning product. And so I don't even add water to the vinegar. It is just pure, straight up white distilled vinegar, very cheap at the store, um, easy to get anywhere. I mean, it's stuff that I would use in my Vietnamese sauces and for cooking purposes, meal purposes. So it's something, if I can eat it or drink it and it's, a product that I'm already kind of using, that I don't have to buy additional stuff in the van, and it works great, which it has worked great for over 3 years that I've been using it, camping and as well as, taking long trips and being a snowbird, in my van here. It definitely does the job wonderfully, and I don't see any purpose in getting anything different. And there's no like weird extra, smell. If you don't like the smell of vinegar, then obviously I can't help you. You're gonna have to use something else. But I don't mind the smell of vinegar. It's used in a lot of Southeast Asian cooking, which is where I was born. I was raised here in the United States. But yeah, so um, when like I said, water a tree, water the lawn, yes, bush, tree, grass. After I'm done, then I'll spray it with vinegar, put the lid back on, and swish it all back around. Not a problem. When I open it back up to use the canister again, all it smells is like vinegar. That's all. That's it. So if you like if you're okay with the smell of vinegar, you're not gonna have a problem. It's a great disinfectant, cleaning agent. Um, and then at night, I will go ahead and probably fill it up a quarter to a third, maybe even half. It depends on, how much liquid, how much I've been drinking all day long, tea and water and lemonade and stuff like that. I like Crystal Light. I know it's kind of a little bit of a downfall, but I like to make like Arnold Palmer's with lemonade, Crystal Light, and yeah, iced tea. So I will fill it up in the middle of the night, like I said, a third to a half. And then in the morning, again, go water the grass or whatever and use the vinegar again. So I'll do that a couple of times. Now, last night, I did make some salmon. I got some really good salmon and it was very delicious. I blackened seasoned it and I had it with my kale sweet salad and it was fantastic. Usually the blackened seasoning doesn't bother me. And I don't know if it was that, and maybe again, maybe the store that I was getting the salmon at hasn't been very good. I don't really know, but my stomach just felt like this little bit of a burning feeling, and it was like really upset. So it kept me up in the middle of the night. So I had to like pull out what I'm going to discuss with you next. Now, I was not going to get into the front seat and go look for a gas station that is open to use their bathroom in the morning. I'm like half asleep, guys. I don't even want to get out of bed, first of all, to even think about using using the bathroom, but let alone having to get in the front seat, not get out of my vehicle because I can jump into the front seat within staying in the vehicle. I'm pretty small. I'm only 5'2", so I'm not a very tall person. But yeah, I can climb in the front seat without a problem. So what I do instead is what I'm going to show you next. When there's that urgent or kind of emergency situation and I'm not driving anywhere. Um, yeah, there is something so wonderful and it is so simple. It costs me $1 from the Dollar Tree, and it's my 2-gallon bucket. It sits within this ottoman. By the way, this is a long ottoman. It can double as a bed when I pull the cooler right here. Okay. And then I add, there's another small ottoman. This is the lid to it. And it's kind of collapsed right now. But anyway, this is a long ottoman. As you guys can see, it goes underneath here. Way, way underneath here. And then I'll either put the other ottoman right here or move the cooler right here, but it stretches out to the length of this bed. Okay, this bed that I'm sitting on right now. And then I'll put um a mattress, a foam mattress top on it, and it can double in, can make into a, like a double bed. I wouldn't say it's quite a full size bed, but it's a double bed. And that's when my partner Nick will come and travel with me, and whenever he can get some time off, we'll do some time in the van, and it's because I prefer to be in the van. I wouldn't say that he necessarily, he's okay with it. He's going to go along with what I want to do because he wants to, like, kind of see how my world is. And so he's very easygoing and accommodating and accepting of what I want and need, and vice versa. It's reciprocated. And so we'll stay in a hotel for like 3 or 4 nights, and then we'll stay in the van or my other vehicle, which is a Prius. But anyway, back to the bucket situation. Let me pull it out for you guys and show you what I use for number 2. So let me open up the ottoman here. I keep toilet paper over there, wipes here, and then underneath there's just more, like, more wipes, more makeup, toothbrush, toothpaste. All my toiletries are down there. But I keep a bunch of, like, plastic bags here, guys. Walmart plastic bags are fantastic. So whenever I go grocery shopping, I know it's horrible that there's so much plastic waste, but right now that's what I have. And I have been looking at composting bags as well. So, man, they're not cheap. So I'm getting free Walmart bags, free plastic bags. So I don't waste a ton living in a van. So, there's so much that I can do, and I'm in a budget friendly situation. So there's this, and then there's like extra toilet paper right here that I keep in here. Yeah, I guess I need to use it up a little bit more. For some reason, when it tends to get down on the roll and there's only like a quarter left or something, I tend to hold on to it, but I'll use it. It'll get used. I have hand sanitizer. Okay. I have flushable wipes from Walmart. These are fantastic. Oh, just some other feminine product stuff. Sorry about that. And then these are the best, okay? I get these wood pellets. They're in this like I transfer them from this bag that I buy at Petco. It's called Kaytee, Kaytee, wood pellets. I transfer them from the bigger bag into this bag, okay, into this large jumbo Ziploc that I use. And so, here, I'll show you guys what they look like. I do not use cat litter, and the reason is because cat litter, I've used it before, and no, doesn't work for me, and I'll tell you why. It doesn't help with the odor. So yeah, not for me. And then I watched a YouTuber who talked about these wood pellets that I just showed you guys. And what happens is, as soon as a liquid or a solid touches the wood pellets, they break down into sawdust, and they are compostable. Sawdust is compostable. So, maybe the plastic bag isn't, but the plastic bag is much stronger. I know there's composting bags that work just fine, and I'll get around to getting those eventually. But I have so many free Walmart bags. Um, please don't get on me about being environmentally friendly. I am super great about recycling, and I'm very, very aware of the plastic. Now, am I willing to do something at the moment about it? No, but I am very, very aware of it. So let's just call a spade a spade. I take responsibility and ownership for that. Okay. Um, so yeah, what I'll do, let me just turn this around again. Grab this bag, and you guys can see I keep a pretty good amount of it in here. Okay. Is if I have to get up in the middle of the night, okay, let me pull out my bucket. Just set it here. Is if I have to get up in the middle of the night, I have this like 2-gallon bucket. It's a 2-gallon bucket that I get at the Dollar Tree. Okay. And I like, there's a liner in here that I keep in here like pretty much permanently. And what this is it's basically from an Amazon package that I had gotten, that those little bags that they ship things in. I cut one of those, and it's a rather big one, but it fit in here, and I line it, okay, so that the bucket itself doesn't get dirty. And then I'll double line. Sometimes I need to triple line if the Walmart bag has a hole in it. But I make sure the Walmart bags, there are at least 2 of them that have no holes in them. And then what I'll do is I'll throw in a bunch of the wood pellets. This is my compostable, I guess, bucket, pail, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, once you do your business, once I do my business, not you guys, once I do my business, this stuff just turns into pretty much fine sawdust. And it's a wonderful solution. And like when I'm doing my business, I am also like, a composting toilet will have a thing where it kind of stirs uh the compost material, whatever they're using, along with the liquids and the solids, and so it'll stir it around. Now, I don't have something obviously mechanical that's going to stir it around, but what I do is I'll lift my body up from the pail in between going just a little bit, a couple of inches off the pail. And what I'll do is I'll just take the pail while it's down there, and while it's under me, and I'll just shake it. I'll just shake it really well so that the composting material covers up stuff, the liquids and the solids. If you're completely uncomfortable with doing any of that, yeah, you might want to question whether this lifestyle is for you. I mean, obviously, there's not a smell. I'm not looking down at my stuff, okay? I'm not staring at it. I'm not seeing what's in there. I just lift my body up a little bit, my bottom up a little bit, and reach down and pick up the pail and shake it just for a few seconds, just so it gets covered up, and it does a great job. And then I will wipe myself up, throw it in there with it, and then I will go ahead and seal the bags up. Not a single smell. You'd never even know there was any damage done in the van. It's absolutely amazing. Like, as soon as business is done, as soon as all of it's happening in process, and you shake that thing up, nothing, no smell, absolutely phenomenal. And I don't have to use any kind of spray afterwards. I mean, quite honestly, I think it does a better job of covering up any odor, of course, than in a bathroom with a flushing toilet. So, anyway, hope that kind of gives you guys an idea. Then, of course, I just tie everything up, like I said, and throw it in the trash. If I can find like at the dog park, if I can, that would be much more preferable. But it's not a problem. I can throw it into any trash, just like with the other trash, kind of like a baby's diaper or um, doggy do situations and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the way I go, guys. And hopefully that gives you a little bit more of a clear explanation of how business is done in this van. I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to tell you. So, when I'm done, I do have hand sanitizer. Okay. Yeah, this is from DoorDash when I was doing DoorDash a long time ago. But I also have something else. Let me show you. How do I wash my hands? Pure Castile soap, 100% biodegradable. I love the smell of the lavender oil on this. And yeah, just get it at the store. It's a huge bottle. It's a 32-ounce bottle, actually. And I literally only need to use 1 or 2 drops. Oh, yeah, even maybe 1 drop, because it lathers up my hands really, really well. And 2 drops is almost like too much. So that thing will last forever, ever, ever, ever. And if I need to do dishes with it, yeah, that as well. I do have a spray bottle that I will use to just spray my hands, get them lathered up with the liquid Castile soap, and I'll just wash my hands that way. And okay, where does the water and everything go? Like, if the van doors are open, it's daytime and stuff like that, then I'll go ahead and do it outside. Sometimes I will go ahead and use my little pea container. Yep, everything goes in that. That's considered like my gray tank. And so I can wash my hands and spray bottle and have that container open and do it in that. Or I'll use the hand sanitizer. It's really not that big of a deal. I got used to it. The first few times going this way, guys, was really, really weird. It was really strange. And but I'll be honest with you, what's so funny is I was watching something with the Kardashians when they were going to the Met Gala, or whenever they're going to some big event and they're in a really tight dress or really big, just clothes where and they're driving in the car or whatever, and they can't go to the bathroom for many hours at a time. Guess what? They have to use a trash can and pee in it. Literally, their assistants or whoever is with them, their stylist, their entourage is with them holding a bucket. Somebody's holding the dress up, okay? And then someone's holding a bucket in between their legs so they can pee. And I'm sure it's not too far off that maybe they have to do number 2 like that. So, all right? Even your celebrities out there, if you think that this is disgusting, yep, I'm sure the Kardashians aren't the only ones that are doing this. There's probably a lot of celebrities. Think about it. They go for hours on end when they have to be at events and stuff like that. And they've got these gowns and all that kind of stuff. Somebody's got to help them go to the bathroom. They've got to be able to do this somewhere. And they do it, in on their whatever limo bus. And I've seen the episodes. So, yeah, think about that. I am not the only one. All right, guys. See you next time.